How many times as a Catholic have you been questioned about praying to Mary and the saints or praying for the dead? Too many for me. So I wanted to make this short video to help you deal with this in a simple and straightforward way using simply what the early church believed and practiced. Protestants like to make you think that all they're doing is going back to what the apostles taught. Yet the apostles didn't teach using grape juice in place of wine, a 66-book Bible, and definitely didn't teach sola scriptura, among many other beliefs that they believe. So don't be intimidated by this claim, because they'll use it for praying to and for the dead as well. And just because you don't explicitly see evidence of a teaching doesn't mean that the apostles would have opposed. Silence does not equal rejection, and this will become very important. The question then becomes, what did the early church practice? Let's first look at prayers for the dead. In the first 1,000 years of the church, who opposed that? There was only one guy named Arius of Sebaste in the 4th century who rejected prayers for the dead. One guy, that's all, for 1,000 years. Who opposed praying for the dead? Who believed in praying for the dead? Everyone else. Evidence includes catacomb inscriptions asking peace for the departed, early liturgies praying for the dead, and the writings of early church fathers like Tertullian, Cyril of Jerusalem, John Chrysostom, and Augustine. What side would you want to be on? The side with one guy for 1,000+ years or all other Christians? It wasn't until the Protestant heresy that you see widespread opposition to praying for the dead. Now let's look at prayers to the dead. In the first 1,000 years of the church, who opposed? There was one guy named Vigintius in the 5th century who opposed praying to saints and honoring relics. Again, just one guy for 1,000 years. And Jerome crushed him in a letter rebuking this heretical position. Who believed? Everyone else. No major Orthodox church father is known to have rejected the invocation of saints once that practice became established in the 3rd to 4th centuries. Gregory of Nyssa, Basil the Great, Gregory of Nazianzus, Ambrose, Augustine, and others encouraged or accepted asking the saints for their intercession. So again, I'll ask, what side would you want to be on? The side with one guy for 1,000+ years or all other Christians? Again, it wasn't until the Protestant heresy that you see widespread opposition to praying to the saints in heaven. Look, I'm not saying you'll win this argument. Think of it more as cutting down a big oak tree, one swing at a time. Most Protestants simply haven't ever been exposed to the truth. They live in their own little bubbles and will read anti-Catholic literature and blindly think it to be true. So take the approach one swing at a time on almost every Catholic doctrine they oppose. You are playing the long game. It can be exhausting, but be vigilant. The truth is that important, and that you have truth on your side.